guess we're gonna do another one just to show you guys. Alright, so change of car. We're driving kind of far, so we want to be a little comfy. So we're about to head to the meeting, but since we're in the Lexus, this thing has no gas. Yeah, I haven't washed it like about 2 weeks, so I'm being a little too mean to this thing. Go put gas, wash it, get munching some snacks, and then we have about like a 40 to like a 45-minute drive to the place we're meeting at. To then basically talk business. So wish us luck. Doing the shit ass backwards. Clean the car. Still haven't gotten gas. Super empty. I mean, don't worry about the lights. Because I have a bad wheel speed sensor, so it turns everything on. Hopefully, I don't run out of gas. I haven't run out of gas in a while, but we'll see. Today might be the day. Ready to walk? Literally not trying to be cheap. This car sucks, and the way that, since I want to be cool and have the car really low, anything over half a tank literally makes the car undrivable. You can kind of see it in the wheels. Let me see if you can tell from here. Yeah, you see right now we're tucking rear wheels. Super cool, huh? This is literally how every trip goes with Mochi. Always upside down, just chilling while I do all the driving. Back again with another car I have to do an exhaust on. This one, second gen ITV. Basically, the guy wanted to build it all NA, so it has the electric water pump. I mean, pretty cool stuff, but the way you make the power is by having like a stick exhaust. So we're gonna make headers for it, and this one we're actually gonna use oval piping on it. This is kind of tricky because the oval piping sits way differently than the regular exhaust wheel. So I'm gonna do this one backwards. I'm actually gonna mount the muffler in the back, make the back section, make the mid, and then do the headers last. That way the headers can actually match the height of the exhaust, so they're not like really weird. The muffler is kind of big, so I have to actually end up cutting all this off so the bumper gets stay flat. Because right now, when I try to put it on, you can see it's hitting on that shit. So I gotta cut all that off so it sits nicely. It's not really hard to do, it's super easy, but it's a little complicated because the piping is not bent the same way as a round pipe, so you have to do a little more pipe cutting and measuring than normal. But this one, I definitely will not forget to record me making the header. That process is really sick. That's literally the process to do the pie cuts on an oval. So you can do it both ways. The first way is having the pipe facing down, so you can do the side-to-side cuts, right? And when you put it standing up, so you can do the angle, so you can go up and down with the oval piping. It takes a while to do it, but this thing helps a lot. That's 2 from Harbor Freight. So I gotta cut out 3 more at 5 degrees, and then do 4 at 3 degrees, so I can have less angle to it, and I can go back to the car and keep test fitting the exhaust. So I got a little bit of the, I guess you can call it the axle back or the whatever back, but it's little pie cuts, and then the 4-bolt oval flange. So this one's gonna sit about right there. So not to do is I have to just get the back to tie into the muffler, make a hanger, and then the axle bag's basically done. I ended up making this little part with 3 more pie cuts. That's gonna go right here, and once over there straight over here, basically it's lined up with the muffler. So I just gotta make a little extension, probably like a couple inches, and then this one to the muffler, and then I connect the rest of the mid pipe. I got the little piece tacked on. I already marked it because it already fits good, so has a little, like a slight bend to it, so it goes flat on here, and the bottom perfectly straight. So now I gotta pull all this off, take over there, tack weld it, put it back on, make hangers, and the back is done, and it's already like 3 o'clock, so it's done for the day. I'm gonna work past 4 o'clock on the weekend. Overall, like really nice and like not really drastic pie cut, so it keeps it really clean looking. Not bad. Like the first one I did was like, which my cut was kind of weird because I didn't know how to get the pie cuts right. But on this one, I'm just like doing it really nice. Just fun experience. Done for now. I'll start to get the flange for the over here, because this was the one for my car, and it's for a turbo model, so it's a little thicker, so it's not needed for this one. So I had to get the racing beat flange for it. So from back there to the header, it'll be really easy. That was like the hardest part to do of the car, so that's what I wanted to do it first. So get the hardest part knocked out of the car first, and then all I have to do is finish up the easy parts. Getting back to the non-turbo build, which is this car. The exhaust was almost done, but I don't know what the hell happened. The car ended up shifting a little bit from the lift, and it damaged the center section. So this whole piece that I made here is complete trash now. It could be fixable, but I just don't want to do it because the guy's paying good money to make the exhaust, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just replace this whole chunk down here. So it's not a big deal. Right now, I started on the header. I did like probably about an hour worth of work before I could actually record it, because I was just like in the zone. So this is what I have so far. So I made the secondary runner already. Now that everything fits good, I just gotta put the merge, the collector, and then start planning the primary runner, which is super easy. Once like the secondary is done and everything's done, I can actually play around with the primary, because this car is way bigger than what I'm used to working with, because first gens, the Repus, it has like tiny bit of space, so it's easier for me to make a manifold because it's gonna be a tight spot. When it's huge, it's more of me wanting to look good and still have like cover up most of the space, so it took me a while to get the design I wanted to. That doesn't just look empty when you open the hood. This is how it looks right now. See, pretty nice, fills up most of the area. So now I can come around this side this way and come back around here and then to here. So it gives an extra nice look, and it keeps it the same length and distance from the front to rear runner, which is what we want for that nice ending power. So now I'm just gonna take it off, start messing with the actual front primary, and then show you guys when it's done pretty much. Back to the header. This is already fully done. Like, I have to weld it, and now I started on this side, so it's just going around and under the other pipe, and then it's gonna come out this side, and on this side it's just gonna go around here and then connect to there. That's what I'm working on right now. Alright, so header is basically all tacked up. I'm gonna do the final test fit, but I just noticed I'm literally out of gas again. It's a nightmare because every time I go into air gas to get gas, it turns out they give me like bad bottles, so now I have to risk it against, I have to go back, exchange it. Hopefully the thing they gave me is good, so I can actually weld this thing, so I can get it done today. Gonna test fit it. I already know everything fits, so I just want to see how it fits under. So there it is. It's nicely tucked in, still has space so you can actually get it in and out without hitting anything. Clears the transmission because you actually pull the transmission with the header still being on. And then over here is perfect too, like perfect angle. So it can pass through here and then connect to the back of the exhaust. Hey man, you gonna help me or not? By the way, if anyone knows where I can find the wagon bumper and tail light, let me know, because I got hit and the guy didn't have insurance, so I kind of got screwed. So I don't want to put in my insurance, I just probably just buy the parts, but I can't find them. Alright, so I got the primary runner done. And I'm about to do the secondary outside of the manifold, and once it's all welded, then I'm just gonna slide it on and then finish welding it on the manifold. After that, one thing I have to finish is welding the flange, the bellow, and then make a hole here for the O2 bung. Second runner is welded, so now I can actually put it on, see the final measurements, and then weld it up and be done with the manifold, which is all I'm doing today. Finish the header. Came out super nice. While Mochi just slept all day. Thanks, man. But yeah, this thing came out super nice. Done welding the exhaust. I burned myself again. This one's popping out crazy, but finally done with it. I mean, almost done with it. So now I have to put the mid pipe on. Put the whole rear section back on. Today, make exhaust hangers. That's the last step. Make exhaust hangers, and this car can come out the lift today, hopefully. So I can bring another car in. Also ended up finding out where the oil leak is coming from, which is this little plate he made to delete the oil level sensor. If you see, I can push it. So that's junk. I need to get an actual one. I need to make one so it stops leaking because it's making a mess everywhere. So the whole exhaust is bolted up now. The ground clearance is sick. This whole time is above the frame rails. Fits perfect. You see right through this little pocket. Has perfect spacing on both sides. And then goes up, comes right there. And then right to the back. Cannot wait to hear this thing running. Well, these welds came out pretty sick too, everywhere. Alright, so done with this car. The exhaust fits perfectly. Got the hangers done. On to the next car.